Hello everyone and welcome back to the part 2 of my Q&A series where I try to answer the questions that you have asked me regarding life in IIM, MBA degree, career choices. I think one of the most important question or the maximum number of questions that I get is how to choose an MBA college. Oftentimes I have people approaching me that I have got selected into the new IIMs, or I have qualified my CAP interview, or I have a selection between IIM A, B and C, but how do I end up making that final choice regarding which MBA college to go to? I totally understand that it is a very important decision and this is going to alter your career trajectory, and the kind of experience that you will have will vastly vary between one MBA college to the other. Coming to the framework, I will first tell you that what are the three important pillars of your MBA degree. One, the kind of studies that is taking place in the college. Second, I think something that everyone prioritizes during an MBA is the placement of the college. And third, what is the kind of a social life you will have in your college. So based upon these three parameters, I think you can make a pro and con list of which college you might end up selecting. The first pillar, which I feel is most important, is the kind of studies that happen in the MBA college. Everyone does MBA degree for placements at the end of the day, and people do prioritize placements when it comes to choosing an MBA college. But I think one thing that I really understood, MBA college is not a placement agency. There's a huge difference between a placement agency and an MBA college. Unlike a placement agency that ensures that you will get a job in a particular place, a MBA college gives you the kind of skill set that is necessary for you to ensure a lifetime of job opportunities. And this kind of skill set can be developed through the curriculum, the kind of studies that are happening in MBA colleges. One of the good resource is to look at the profile of the kind of faculties that are teaching in the MBA colleges, the kind of specialization that you want to have. Does that college cater to it? Do they have enough electives in the second year? So maybe talk to the alumni, get to know what kind of electives are on the offers. Most of the information is of course readily available in the website. And I think one of the proxies that you can use is the rank of the college, but trust me, that is also a misnomer sometimes, because the rank of the college is determined by a lot of factors and sometimes they are not exactly correct. So if you're looking at the rank of the college, always go via established resource. The other thing that will indirectly affect your studies, or at least it does in my case, is the kind of infrastructure that is available for the college. For example, when I selected IIM Raipur, I also had a choice of IIM Ranchi. But during our time when I entered in 2022, IIM Ranchi was functioning out of a temporary campus. And IIM Raipur, on the other hand, had already shifted to a permanent campus. I think the kind of infrastructure the college that has to offer also indirectly affects the mood of studies that you have or the quality of studies that you have. So especially if you are considering a choice between private MBA colleges or maybe baby IIMs, this kind of factor should be considered more, because if you look at the top IIMs, their infrastructure and academic resources are mostly standardized. The second factor, which I think is the most important factor for everyone, is placement and job opportunity. After an MBA, everyone of course wants to get a job, and given the economy that we are in, a job is an absolute essential factor when it comes to a choice between MBA colleges. So how do you understand what kind of jobs are on offer? One of the obvious places to look into is published placement report of these colleges. Please don't open random sites and compare between colleges and their placements, because sometimes those informations are not updated. Go to the individual website of these IIM colleges and look at their placement report. What was their highest CTC offered? What was the median CTC offered? One mistake everyone makes is that they look at the highest CTC. But you have to remember, highest CTC is not guaranteed, right, that you will get the highest CTC of the college. So I think a good indicator to look at is the average CTC of the college or the median CTC of the college. That kind of sets you or helps you understand that what might be an average placement outlook of the college. Because what happens in MBA colleges is that sometimes the highest CTC is mostly given by foreign companies, and the MBA colleges usually convert the dollar into rupee, and they show that the highest CTC is 56 lakhs. But if you look at it, if you look at the pay parity of that particular country, that is equivalent to the Indian CTC. The second most important factor will be, look at the kind of place you want to specialize in. So if you want to go into consultancy, look whether consultancy firms like BCG, Bain, McKinsey, etc. or Deloitte is coming to the college or not. If you want to specialize in finance, or if you want to do FMCG marketing, are those kind of companies or your dream companies coming to that college or not? All this data will be very readily available in the placement report, so that is the best place to go and look for this kind of data. Oftentimes it happens is that maybe your dream company doesn't come to the college. For example, the company I got placed in, I did not get it via college placement. I cracked case study competition, and that is how today I am in my company. So even if that company doesn't come to your college, look at the history of whether people from the college that you want to get into are cracking those case study competition. For example, if you want to suppose go into Asian Paints or HUL, and Asian Paints and HUL is not coming to the college of your choice. But look whether people who have already studied in the college have cracked the case study competition of HUL or Asian Paints or not. And if they have, then it might be possible that you may be also able to crack it and land into your dream company. Especially if you're making choices between new IIMs, baby IIMs, or private MBA colleges, where many of your dream companies might not be coming. I think case study competitions is a very good indicator of the kind of placement opportunity that you might have from the college. Third point, and the last important pillar of your MBA life, is going to be your social life. I cannot stress this enough, that how important your social life will be to determine what kind of growth you will have during your MBA college. Because trust me, it is a 2 years degree and a fully immersive degree. It is not a day college where you just go to the college and you come out and you spend your time with your family and your outer circle. MBA degree is going to be a fully immersive degree where you have to stay in hostel, you have to interact with your peers and your seniors 24/7, and it will take a toll on your mental health if you are not in the right circle, or if you don't have the right kind of social life. So I think social life is a very underlooked factor when we choose MBA colleges, but it is something that will play the most important role. And the other thing in MBA college that really matters during your placement will also be the kind of extracurricular activities you do, whether you're participating in case comms or not, whether you are part of any club or committee or not, what kind of positions of responsibility you had will be a huge chunk of your CV. So social life really matters in your MBA college. That is from where you will have your most number of networks. That is how you are going to be in touch with your future alumni who might open up any referral or job opportunity for you in the future. So social life really matters a lot, because even in MBA, your network is your net worth. So how do you gauge from outside whether the kind of college you want to go to has a good social life or not? Most of the MBA colleges will have their own official Instagram page where they will try to show how hip and happening they are. I think that is a good indicator. You can go to such Instagram pages, you can have a look, whether kind of committee you want to get in, or whether the kind of things you're passionate about. Does your college have that? The other thing that directly adds to your social life will be your hostel life. In MBA college especially, hostel life is very important, because most of the group work that you will do, the group assignments that you do, your take home classwork that you will do will be based out of your hostel, because you are going to live in your MBA college 24/7. So do give importance to the hostel infrastructure as well, especially if you're considering baby IIMs or private colleges. Look at what kind of hostel infrastructure they have, whether is it within campus or outside campus. So I think that is important. So I will give you a fourth tip, consider it as a brownie tip. The other thing that will come maybe at the intersection of your social life and your studies will be foreign student exchange. Many of the MBA colleges, Blackie, new IIMs, baby IIMs, and even private MBA colleges do offer international student exchange, in which you will get the opportunity to do one of your semesters of the MBA college in a foreign MBA university. So for me, that was one of the biggest selection criteria. I looked at the kind of partner institutes that IIM Raipur was in collaboration with, what kind of countries they were in, what kind of institutes they were, what kind of certifications that they had, and you can get all this information which is readily available in all the IIM websites. And with that, I would like to conclude this very long answer to your question that which IIM should you choose or which MBA college should you choose. I think remember this very important 3 pillars: your studies, the placement that the college offers, and the social life that the college can offer. The other very good source of information or insider information is definitely going to be the alumni of the college. So of course, reach out to the alumni of the colleges on LinkedIn. After you have made your research about those 2 colleges of your choices, you do have the luxury to choose between MBA colleges. There's nothing like it. It's a very privileged choice to make. All the best for your choices. I hope you get your dream MBA college. Bye.